Indiana, Pennsylvania. I thought I was in Blairsville. I don't know where I am. Let's just put it that way. That's kind of normal. I'm in Pennsylvania, somewhere between a field and a hill and a lake and some trees. So that's about what we have here in Pennsylvania. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a beautiful day today. But that doesn't matter when you got diamond dots to do. Does anybody know what diamond dots are? Well, you're about to find out. So I'm just waiting for my audience to build up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Beach Report. We're going to learn how to do something that I never heard of before. And it's really pretty and it's a cool, crafty thing to do. And I'm going to introduce you to it. Hello, Fred. So we're having a lot of fun here in Blairsville and learning a skill that I have literally, I've never seen it before. I've never heard of it. Hi, Tina. And I'm going to show it to you because it looks like a lot of fun if you need an indoor activity and something to do when it's rainy and yucky outside. So has anybody ever heard of diamond dots? Raise your hand. Let me know if you've ever heard of this before. Because this is my introduction to it too. We have a couple of experts, which I do put in air quotes, so don't worry, ladies. And and then we even have a beginner here. Oh, well, actually two beginners if I do it. But it's been a tough one for our beginner because she keeps coming into these problems that are like really basic. And nobody helps her. They just laugh at her. They're like, right? Am I right? They're like, you need to take the film off. She's like, oh, okay, duh. And then it still doesn't work. And they're like, well, you're doing it on the wrong side. So you guys have to like give her some guidance because she clearly needs it. And I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what diamond dots look like. Hi, Black Cat. Hi, everybody. All right, so we have this lovely group of ladies, and there in the background, we've got Darla. Darla, wave, say hello.
Hi, guys. Nice to see you from the other end.
Yep, there's Darla. Usually she's in the chat, busting balls and taking names, telling people to shut the H up. And no, I'm joking. Well, she does do that sometimes. Yeah, that's our mod right there. And she will mess with you if you mess with me. So anyway, so we have these other ladies. They don't necessarily need to be on camera. But they're just doing their diamond dots. We just see the back of your head and it's all good. But they are making some very beautiful artwork. Everyone's saying hi to you, Darla.
Hi, guys.
So, Darla, I would like to hear first about the story of what you are making right now.
Okay, this is a very significant thing with my family.
But you can put it down a little bit more. It's fine. Yeah, yeah.
And my dad, he was dating my aunt Eileen. Well, first of all, my grandmother had three girls, Eileen, Darlene, and then Marlene.
Eileen, Darlene, and Marlene, the sisters.
Dad was dating my aunt Eileen, and it didn't work out with them. And he's like, I really like this family. I'm not going to give this family up. There's another one I can date.
There were three sisters. He went through the first one and he decided to check on the second one.
Went down to the next one in line, which was my mom. And he thought, well, this doesn't work out. There's one more to go because I'm not giving up this family. So he decided to date my mom, and they hit it off and ended up getting married. Well, the lady that was at our church said to my dad right after they started dating, she's like, well, if a red bird won't do, a blue bird will. So I got this in memory of my father and mother of the red bird and the blue bird.
That's sweet. That is really a sweet story. And there we see Darla, the product of the red bird and the blue bird. That's a nice love story. All right, so everybody, we are making diamond dots today. And tell us, what are diamond dots? What the heck are you guys doing?
The diamond dots are just these little tiny dots. And there's a,
They're sparkly.
yes, there's sparkly, and there's a flat side and a rounded side. The flat side goes on the bottom.
Tilted a little bit. Yeah, that's
and
great.
the round goes to the top. You have a stylus. You take your wax.
And make sure you take off the film on either side. Thank you. You know, it helps. You need to know these things.
Take off
Mhm.
the film. You take a little ball of wax and you stick it down in the stylus, which I don't have a container for this, but if yours comes in a container, all you have to do is dip it and the wax will stick into your stylus. This is,
Hi, Jamie.
you take off the lid and you can see all the brown stuff. That's how you dip it in. And then you make sure that the wax is not on the sides of your stylus, because then your dots will stick on the side. You don't want it to stick on the side.
The wax is not hot or anything, by the way, you guys.
That's the cold wax, and it's very pliable. So you take your stylus and you just stick it on top of the dot, and it'll come onto your stylus. Then you peel off the film, so you have a film on your page, so that dust or hair or anything won't stick to it. And you peel it back. And then you have numbers on the side, this one goes from 1 through 24. And so I've seen, this is a letter P. So I look down the side and I look for the letter P. Ah, the letter P is a number 2. So I put all the dots in my containers. And
Oh, yeah, look at all those containers you get.
little container. And then you stick it right on the P and you push it down and it sticks.
So, yes,
Is very sticky. So you don't want to touch this part because you will ruin the stickiness. And you have to make sure that if you have on long sleeves, you pull them back, or your sleeves might stick to your little
that's a good tip.
canvas, and you don't want it to ruin it. So make sure that nothing touches the sticky part.
Oh, yeah, and black cats like don't knock over your diamonds. Now that sounds like a problem. Yeah, yeah, which Jeanette keeps having. Yeah, you have a big problem.
Diamond dots, and you want to make sure that they stick. You can invest in this little roller. And you
Slow roll. It's a slow roller.
and you just push them down.
Rolling, rolling.
Canvas, and your dots will stick better.
Nice.
If you notice
Lots of accessories here.
that your diamonds and your rows are not completely straight, it comes with a little straightener.
Yeah, roll them and lock them in.
So you roll it, and then if your lines aren't straight, you take your
Gotta roll, roll. Gonna feel my soul. All right.
just found the line, and it will straighten up the dots automatically.
Roll,
So you get it down, and then once you're down, then you can go across this way and make sure your lines are straight this way. And then you're
Yeah, right.
Does anybody have any questions about diamond dotting?
Yeah, who has questions? You guys, bring us the questions. Jeanette might have questions, you know, you need to answer her questions. She always has questions. No one answers them until it's too late. And she's like, why doesn't this work? And they're like, oh, because you didn't do this. And she's like, you didn't tell me to do that.
Right.
So please be kind with her.
This
And look how pretty hers is. Oh,
it also has a light on it. And you
whoops,
can
sorry, guys.
invest in the light so you can see the dots better.
Ye-
Or you can invest in I do too. Worship, which is $35.
A light board, which Brenda has. Wait a minute. Yeah.
And then it will
Uh,
show your dots better. And you can see your unfinished dots that you can put your actual dots down even better. It lights up.
And when you're done, you can frame it, right? How is that done? Is there a certain way to do that? Because I'm seeing like color paint by numbers without the paint. So in a way, it's a little bit easier. Oh, I think we've got a good example here.
So you can get a cardboard frame and
Wait,
frame it. You can get glass frames. And
that's
put them-
beautiful. Here, hold that up again. I want to show everyone how pretty that is.
This is
So
the one
that is a
I did.
finished product right there. Wow, that is really pretty.
And you can get that's called creative boards or the canvas boards.
Canvas boards.
Glue them on the canvas boards. They won't have the glass on it. And
Hey, Ron.
hang the canvas boards as well with the diamond dots glued onto them.
Okay, so where do you get the diamond dots from?
Um, I get a lot of mine.
Michael's,
Yes, you can get them at Michael's. Well, you can get them at
Walmart. So all the stores are selling diamond dots.
You can get them at Five Below. I get a lot of mine off of Amazon. A friend of mine gets them off of Temu.
I know, like Timu. Gretchen says Hobby Lobby. No, this isn't a class, Black Cat. Actually, this is just a group of friends getting together to do their diamond dots. I mean, this is a wonderful way to hang out with your friends, talk about all your stuff. Now, they're subduing their talk. They would be gossiping about everybody and using the F word a lot, but they're not now. So no, I'm joking. They're sweethearts. I'm just giving you guys hell. No, they're sweethearts, and they have a wonderful group here of longtime friends and also coworkers. So they get together and they blow off some steam by doing their diamond dots. Okay, so this lady over here, like that's you, Brenda. She's the instigator of the group. Yeah, tell us how you discovered the diamond dots.
Discovered it on Facebook, and I just saw an ad and bought one, and I bought them.
So it looked like fun, and you were not disappointed at all, huh?
Always turn on meaningful, and it's very relaxing. And Donna is the one that told me about the diamond dots.
And she told two friends, and she told two friends, and the next thing I know.
It's diamond dots. I gotta see this. And she went to school one day and showed me. Well, actually, worked because we both work at the elementary school.
Yeah.
And so she went to school, and I looked at it and I said, that looks like a lot of fun. So I went out and bought one. And the first one I did was a Mickey Mouse, of course. I'm afraid people, so you can't tell. But one Mickey Mouse, and it turned out gorgeous. And then I was hooked. So I have done so many diamond dots. We've done this for what, 3 years? And then just within the last year, I decided let's get a diamond dot group started. So we go to different restaurants and we like to eat. Once a lunch will take like an hour to eat,
Mhm.
awesome, and then we find our own spots and less table because we don't want our diamond dots ruined with the food that we just stayed at or the table we just stayed at with our food. So we get another table and we spread out and we work on diamond dots and gossip and have a good time. And we spend about 3 hours at a restaurant.
Just shooting the breeze
So,
and making beautiful artwork.
yes.
So what do you like the most about diamond dots?
Outside relaxing. I love how all the colors come together.
Yeah, and when it's finished, it must be like so satisfying, right? And you obviously frame your masterpieces, and then do you keep them or give them away?
Depends what you
Yeah,
want to do.
yeah.
Gift.
Yeah, so do sometimes you do it for a gift. And does the giftee know? Do they ask, "Will you make me a diamond dot?" No, you're just like, "This is what you're getting." Well, it comes from the heart,
Yes.
and you spent hours and hours on it, so and you
Like Darla, they can stay up till 2, 3 o'clock.
yeah. Darla's a night owl. Yeah, she just gets obsessed.
Yeah. Yes. Once I get started in the evening, a lot of times I will not quit until I decide, oh, I want this whole section done. And I will stay up till 2, 3 in the morning on the work night and get it done because I don't want to quit before my ending. Yeah, you put one in and then you think, oh, I'll just do another little section. And before you know it,
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's addictive.
yeah, very addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And very, very relaxing. But it's fun. Yeah. Some people might find it tedious, but
Well, I think it's better than doing a puzzle or not a puzzle, I'm sorry, but like an online game or something that is really detrimental, I think, in a lot of ways. And this looks like something that keeps you out of trouble.
yes.
Sometimes,
Coworkers you would have.
depending on the coworkers you have. All right. Well, but when you're doing it alone, I would think it's also kind of a different experience than doing it with other people. Do you listen to music while you do it? Hmm.
Yeah.
But you're more focused on it,
Yes.
right? It focuses your attention away from a lot of things. I would think it's almost meditative.
Right. Right. And sometimes it's nice just to do it in the silence.
Hmm. Yeah, you get in with your thoughts. I think this is actually when I see you guys doing this, I am reminded that meditation is something that does take practice. And I imagine when you are forced to, well, forced,
Yeah.
when you're focusing on something that means nothing intellectually, like you don't have to think about what you're doing so much. You just match the color to the number, so it's mindless, but at the same time, it's so creative.
Right.
And you start to see this picture take place in front of your eyes. And that's very exciting, but you're not focusing on anything but that. So do you find your mind wandering or do you get really focused in the
Get
dots?
focused. Yeah. It depends with me. Sometimes my mind will wander and I'll think of stupid things. And then I'll sit there and I'll just start laughing as I'm doing diamond dots and myself in my room. What's so funny, Mom? Saying, or sometimes Jill will come on and I'm doing diamond dots.
Yeah, I've seen you do
I
diamond dots.
I'm doing diamond dots. I have a whole setup that I have my phone on a little stand where I can see along with the diamond dots. All I have to do is just like kind of glance at the phone and my diamond dots at the same time, and I can see both. And it's very relaxing and very rewarding.
Mhm.
And then sometimes I'll listen to the live Holocaust on YouTube about what the people went through because I am so interested in what's going on with what went on with the Holocaust and stuff. And then sometimes it's so depressing that I just have to turn it off and then I'll put on music or whatever. And sometimes I'll just work in silence because silence is golden.
It can be.
Silence can be deafening too.
Yes, they can be as well. Well, so what are some of the what are some of the costs involved with diamond dots? How much does a kit you buy a kit, right?
Yes.
How much does each kit cost? I'm sure they range in price.
Smaller ones can go anywhere from, well, if you get them on Temu, they run like what, 3 to 5?
Should we be shopping on Temu though? I really wonder about that. Yeah, yeah.
I never buy from Temu, but some people do. And then
That would be Brenda.
I, I mean,
I'm sorry, Donna. If I've been calling you Brenda, I'm sorry. I guess.
loves Temu.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're way less expensive on Temu, aren't they?
Walmart, they can run anywhere from 10 to 20. And then Michael's and Hobby Lobby can run anywhere from 10 to 50.
50.
Depends on the size. It all
Yeah.
depends on the size. The bigger you go, the more expensive they are. I'm doing one with the lighthouse, and it is huge. It is 20. Let me see the
She's got it right here.
It is 20 by 30. It's a lighthouse that I'm doing. And I paid 35 for this one. Now it's the most I've ever paid for one. But it's worth it. And I thought it was very well worth it. And I also bought one um
Hours and hours of enjoyment. I mean,
bookshelf, which is also 20 by 30. And I paid 35 for it as well, which I have not started.
a bookshelf.
Yeah, it's a bookshelf with a ton of books on it. And it's gonna be very tedious
Oh,
because all the colors are so similar that you're gonna be very careful and make sure that you use the right color for the project.
it's fun to watch Donna do hers. I love the colors here. How many colors are involved in yours, Donna?
Mine has 16 different.
16 colors. So how much do you ever sell them when you're done? Would you consider doing that?
I would be interested, yes.
How much do you think that you would charge for a finished one?
Depends on the size and hours that you put into it.
Yeah.
This size, it is like a 12 by 12, probably $50 to $60.
Mm-hmm. That sounds reasonable. And you would have it framed and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you're into photography, you can take a picture of one of your favorite buildings or
Or your dog.
your
Or your
family,
family.
and then you can get it printed out,
Wow, that's
and
great.
then they put it in sticky canvas and mail it to you, and then you can do your own diamond dot with your family.
Oh, that's a great idea. Any picture that you want, huh?
Yes.
Oh, now you're
And
giving me
I
ideas.
down to the diamond in Blairsville at Christmas time and taking a picture and then getting it all printed on canvas and having them send us the dots. And then we thought about selling it at Diamond Days, but whether we do that or not,
Well, tell everybody what that means. What's the diamond in Blairsville?
the Diamond in Blairsville is like a little gazebo, and they decorate it every year for Christmas. Excuse me. And then there's lights on the inside of it, and they'll have concerts in there. They'll have a band come in and sit in the diamond, and then they'll put chairs around the lawn and then do concerts. Um, the diamond goes from way back in the 1800s, where there used to be the diamond in Blairsville, and then it got run down, so they took it out.
Wait, the diamond was a
It was
place?
just a landmark for Blairsville, and
Did it look like a diamond? Was it like a baseball diamond?
it's just like a little gazebo.
Uh-huh, and they called it the diamond.
It's a diamond. And they ended up taking it out, and they thought, we need this back. So it's probably been about 5 years, I think, or yeah, I think it's been about 5 years. They rebuilt the diamond, and they had to rebuild the road to go around it. So because the road would just go straight. Now you have to go around a roundabout to
Mhm.
go around the diamond. So it's very nice. So very interesting.
Well, that's a good idea, and then you could sell the finished product the next year.
Sell these kits, and then
Oh, sell them as kits. Oh, I hear what you're saying. That sounds like a really good idea. In fact, and maybe like you could do your own kits for people. Figure out how to do that. So where did the diamonds come from? Like, what are they made of? Plastic?
get on Facebook, or you can get on the internet and find out who will make the dots for you. And then you just send them your photo, and then they'll put it on the sticky paper, and they'll figure out all the dots that need to go with it, and they'll send you the whole kit.
Oh, wonder how much that would cost.
I have no idea. I haven't checked
Well,
into it.
yeah, I guess because it would be very
I'm
uh,
sure could get expensive.
Yeah.
But I have.
But it sounds like it would be worthwhile and
Yes.
really like something that you would treasure
Yes.
and all the time spent on it.
So you could
Kind
do
of
it
drop.
either way. You could have it sent to you and you do the diamonds and sell it outright. Or you can get the kit and just sell it outright. You can do either way.
Okay. Neat. So for those of you, thank you, Nidroff. For those of you just coming on now, we are exploring a new way of crafting with something called diamond dots that these guys learned about a few years ago, and they are over here diamond dotting their butts off. I mean, they're rolling and they're scraping and they're diamond dotting. Check it out. And everything is so beautiful. Like here's one that Darla gave me to try out, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it because it doesn't look too easy. And they were like, not giving Jeanette enough information, and really, I don't want the same things to happen to me like happen to her, but.
I'm gonna sit here and do it.
Right? Jeanette's like, what the actual? She's over here. She was struggling, but now that she knows what to do, it's not that bad. Right? Yeah, look what you've done. Look how pretty this one is. I love yours. So Jeanette's is different than everybody else's because it has the face of the angel and like the skin is not going to have diamonds on it. But the rest of it is. It's so beautiful. I know everyone loves that one. Yeah, I think yours is stunning. I mean, they're all really pretty, but that one, I love the way that that one's being worked on. And then we've got beautiful bouquet of flowers over here. And of course, Darla's birdies. If a red bird won't do it, a blue bird will. So have you guys ever heard of diamond dots in the audience? Is this something that you think you might try?
Dippin' Dots. Yes.
What did you rename it?
Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots.
It's a dot.
You do Dippin' Dot. All right, that's cool. All right. So there's a bit of wax involved and some stickiness. Do your fingers get sticky from doing this? Not at all. That's
The wax is not sticky. The wax is just sticky enough for the dots and the stylus.
okay. And the backing of the thing is sticky, so that's
Yes.
why you were saying be careful with your sleeves.
Yes.
Yeah. I love the colors on this one. Nidra, we're still waiting. We're on baby watch, so nothing is happening yet. First babies are often late, isn't that true?
Took me 40-some hours for my first one.
40 hours. Now we can start talking about babies. I love that. And we've got a couple of grandmas in the room.
Jeanette, show them what happens when you spill your dots.
What, are you gonna make her spill her dots? Don't
What happens when you spill?
what happens when you spill your oh no, she almost did it right there. Wow.
Trying to jinx me anyway.
Yeah, they're really abusive towards you, Jeanette. I don't know. I might want to practice by myself if I were you. And like
Pick on me.
they do. They do. It's not right. Hi, CK.
Pick on me.
Midroff says, my wife was in labor for 18 hours with our first. Woo, that's a long time. Now I don't even remember how long I was in labor. I don't care. They came out and they're people now. That's all I cared about. Hi, Jim. Yes, everybody colors nice together. So A lot of women lately, and well, not lately, I think we've been doing this forever, but we love to work together on things. Back in the 1800s, what they had quilting bees and stuff like that. This is like the modern version of a quilting bee, but everybody's working on their own thing instead of everybody working on one thing together, which is also exciting. I think that when people create things together, it just really makes for a good conversation, friendship, fun, and it's so satisfying when you're working on a project like this and you kind of start to see it come alive in front of your eyes. Nidra's second child, we just made it to the hospital with minutes to spare. Oh my gosh.
I, I wanted the birds done so badly that I did the birds first, and then I did the
Because you just wanted to see the birds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that. Just gonna go from project to project over here.
I love the repetition. It's just
Do you get into a zone? You're like dip and
yes.
dot and dip and dot.
Yeah.
Do you have it dip and dot? That's why Jeanette's like, hello. Jim wants to know who has the nicest beads. I don't know. They're all nice. There's, yeah. What did you just say? Oh, we don't want, they're not gonna repeat that one for the world. Nidruff loves your Blue Jay and Cardinal. They do look awesome together. They really do. So when you're doing your dip and dots, are you like talking to yourself?
Sometimes.
Donna's over here. Oh yeah. What are you saying, Donna?
Yeah, okay.
Dip and dots and dip and dot and dip and dot.
Sometimes I ask myself questions and I get the answer wrong.
You get the answer to your own questions wrong.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a good thing.
No.
One day I will make t-shirt. So it's the Dippin' Dot lady. Dippin' Dot divas.
Dip and dot divas.
Yeah.
I love it. So you might notice that Donna's got a light board on. Hello. No, we're good. We're good. Thank you. That was our waitress. She's awesome. Shout out to her, you guys.
My thoughts won't turn over.
Okay, so tell us what should a beginner look for in a like a good thing to start with. Because I think when people start with a craft and they get a little bit over, like I can do this amazing one, and then it gets so hard that they don't even finish it. I think
I would say start out small
yeah,
and go from there. They have real tiny ones.
really little ones, really.
3x3.
Oh, 3 by 3. Wow. Okay.
It's 5x5.
Mm-hmm. So just
And
one
then
that
you have a blue little one, and it will say beginners on it. And if you want to try it, start out real little and see if you like it. And then they even have big ones that are they're all rated. They're beginners,
okay.
there's intermediate, there's advanced.
So are the dots different sizes?
Um,
Yes.
and they have square ones too.
Oh, some are even square. Oh, wow.
They have
Tear
teardrops.
teardrops. Oh, so there are different shapes, different sizes.
The easiest to work with because your square ones, you got to keep them all.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You have to make sure they're even. Oh, so would a square one be the whole thing would be in squares? Okay, but you guys recommend the round.
Yes, I love
And
round.
same with the teardrops, they would also all be teardrop. Oh. But when you're working, they're all the same,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
When I started, I went big.
You went big.
Same thing, big when I first started.
Yeah.
Still a big, it was a beginner, but it was a big one.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. Yeah.
So you weren't sorry that you got a big one.
Yeah.
Was it kind of like reading a great novel where you were like excited that it was
Yes.
this long? I love
And
that.
it's finished. You're just like in awe. It's like, that's really here's this one. Yeah. And it's like,
And you're looking at it all the time.
I really do this? Is this amazing or what? And I was like so proud of it. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it seems like a really worthwhile project to take your mind off of any problems you might have, and also to keep you looking at something pretty. And I think that's really good for the brain too, is when you're looking at something beautiful, it helps enhance your mood and your attitude towards life. That's why. Oh, I hit the sound. Okay, I hit thank you guys. I muted myself. Okay, so I was just saying that in a world of gore and ugliness, something like this can really lift your spirits so that you don't have to see things that will make you upset. And you know, they the corporation, the corporatocracy, or whoever wants us to be kind of victims and living in a world full of hatred and ugliness get us to look at these bad things. So instead, looking at beautiful things, it's really helpful. Hello, Heidi. We are here doing a dots. Wait, it's not called Dippin' Dots. This is what these guys call it, but it's diamond dots is the actual name of it. So it's a new way of doing artwork and crafting. It's a lot like paint by numbers, but it's with these little plastic dots. So we're going to come over here and watch Donna doing it. I think she's one of the fastest ones here. I see her dotting like a pro. She's like dot dot, dipping dot dot. Oh, Heidi's into chalk art. Oh, that sounds interesting. Hi, Marky Mark. We are over here learning how to do diamond dots. I've not heard of chalk art, Heidi. That sounds interesting. Sounds a lot harder than diamond dots. Yeah, go ahead, darling. Just walk on by. Walk on by.
Hi, Marky Mark.
Do, do, do.
Nice to see you from the other end.
Like Marky Mark, you're getting called by Darla. She's like, start the block party without me. She doesn't have any control. So Heidi, is it like paint by numbers with the chalk? I don't know. Chalk sounds a lot harder. Marky Mark says fabulous. Yeah, no freehand. And you know, I think this is a great way also if you like doing art, but you feel like you're not an artist, you are going to feel like an artist when you do this. We love you too, Marky Mark. Everybody shout out to Marky Mark. But it's true that not everybody has the gift of artistry, but everybody I think can enjoy. Jeanette's over here, not me. But yes, and it might inspire you though to like when you're doing it, do you ever think, well, maybe I could even do a little bit something myself, or maybe not. So it doesn't dry up, Heidi. It's like always like this. It's not something that needs to dry. It's not something that needs to set, right?
Right.
Does, okay. But the rolling helps to keep it in place and,
Yeah, rolling makes sure that they stick a lot better. Because sometimes if you put them down and they're touching another dot, sometimes they don't actually stick. And then this way, if you roll them, it will put them in place to make them stick better.
okay, Gretchen says you must need good hand-eye coordination, that she thinks she'd be chasing those suckers around. Darla says, no, it's really not that hard. Lights and stuff, yeah, Jeanette's like, if they give you good advice, they tell you to buy the lights. Like, that's a light board that Donna's using right now. But nobody else has a light board, and then we've got Darla over here with her own extra set of lights. They're not jelly balls, they're hard, right?
Yes.
They're just hard plastic. What if, I'm just thinking here, I got a lot of jewelry where the gemstones fall out all the time, and I'll find these beautiful little gemstones. Like, can we use them on the diamond dots, or what do you do with those stones?
I think those stones might be too heavy for the diamond dots.
Oh, so they have,
These stones
yeah.
are really light.
Mm-hmm.
Gemstones are heavier, so I don't
That's a
think
good
the-
point. So these are just lightweight plastic, almost beads, right?
Yes. And then, I forgot to mention that once you're done with your project, you can use a sealant on them. So they,
I'll seal it. Oh,
what Dawn uses, is
Mod Podge, yeah, yeah, Mod Podge, it's a good thing.
actual diamond dot sealant as well. And some sealants can be waterproof, like I did, coasters. And I have a set of 8,
Oh,
and, I still have to seal them yet, so that they're waterproof in case your drinks will spill on them, and then nothing will happen to your dots. You can use the Mod Podge dishwasher safe stuff. Maybe.
oh, that's a good idea too. What's puff art, Heidi? Have you guys heard of puff art? No, nobody's heard of puff art. We puff art. Yeah, don't say it fast. Don't say it fast. They're like, what? Are the balls waterproof?
Yeah, the balls are waterproof, but
Oh, puff art is paint. Puffy paint.
puffy paint. Yeah, I've used puffy paint before.
So these ladies, is everybody here a teacher or work with children?
We work with children.
Everybody's,
Professional.
yeah, paraprofessionals here. Oh, and listening to them talk, ooh, it's interesting. Talking about the kids in the schools. Oh my gosh, these guys say a lot of stuff, and I'm like, what?
The kids are not like what they used to be.
Oh man.
Yeah, we would have gotten paddled and our mouths smacked and said, "So it's more
Kids are mouthy, aren't they?
do that anymore."
So if you're not allowed to discipline children, what happens to the children?
You just take away their recess.
Well, my point being though is how do they behave when nobody disciplines them?
And this is what our future will look like.
Heidi says, I tried it once, a girl punched a gay teacher. Oh my. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And no, my balls are not to be discussed. That's why. Oh, no one's talking about your balls, Marky Mark. Oh wait, that was me. Sorry, I did it. Gretchen says most of the kids are awful. I blame the parents.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like, "Yo, yes, we all agree with that one, Gretchen."
But then parents send them to school thinking, we can change the kids, and then they blame us, and that is not the case.
That's a losing proposition for y'all.
And respect is not taught at home anymore. No.
Really. Well,
It's no respect for teachers or us parents. Other known as the aides, in case you don't know what a para is.
para aides, these are the people who take care of the kids in addition to the teachers, because these days teachers can't do it by themselves. Do you remember there being aides when you were growing up? I don't remember any aides. You're always funny, Marky Mark. We're laughing.
It's true, it takes a village to raise a kid.
It does take a village, but when half of the village is failing, then what are you gonna do? You can't blame the other half of the village for the bad behavior of the children. Children are funny, funny critters, aren't they? Because on the one hand, if you don't teach them how to behave and they don't behave, it is your fault. But on the other hand, when they get to be a certain age, they should have the intelligence to realize what is good behavior and what isn't. So I'm not really sure how to square with that, because you have children who, like, you wonder, if you were taught well, would your life be better?
And kids nowadays think they're entitled.
They think they're entitled. Thank you, Marky Mark. So do they think they're also entitled to treat you badly?
Yes. Like I said, it's respect not being taught at home. They act how their parents are, they're.
When I was a child, if I got in trouble at school, the trouble I would get in at home would be a million times worse than the trouble I would get in at school. And that's not the case anymore, is it?
They learn what they're taught from home.
Yeah.
Learn from what they see at home. And sometimes if the child has to lose recess, the parent calls the teacher and says, why is my kid losing recess time? My kid's not bound.
Oh, and you're like, you're wrong.
Yeah, come sit behind a one way wall or one way mirror and see how your child acts. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, learned behavior.
Yes.
Mhm. So that's a really kind of a bad thing for our future, because these are the people who are going to grow up and supposedly run the world when we're old and decrepit.
It's scary.
They can't even read. They can't even read. They can't. And they also cannot write in cursive or read that.
That is coming back.
Heidi has a point. She says the more ethnic people seem to teach their children better than we do. For instance, there are more Indian doctors, and yeah, it's true. Chinese, Spanish. It is very concerning when people can no longer care for themselves. Have you guys ever heard about the experiment with the mice in Utopia? A researcher took 8 mice, 4 females, 4 males, and put them in an area like a cage that had enough room for like 3,000 mice eventually, and all the food and water they could eat, everything they needed, nobody coming after them, no cats, nothing to worry about. And within like several months, all of the mice were dead, because a life without purpose is not, it's not a life. And that's what they found out with the mice. And I think that we see a lot of kids now having no purpose. And I think that leads to the problems that we're seeing with them. I mean, are they, when you guys have like a day where the parents come and say what they do, as a job, do you guys still have that?
No.
No, you're not allowed? What?
Teachers are, but we're not allowed to be involved.
Oh, well, that's one thing, but don't they have people from the community come and talk to the kids about their jobs and
No, no, they not anymore. They used to.
they used to? I know my dad was in school every year, a few times a year. He was a doctor and he would talk to all the kids about seatbelt safety and why you need to wear your seatbelt and how to not get hurt, stuff like that.
Now, do come in for the kindergarten class.
firemen come in?
They do, safety.
Okay,
But that's the only thing that comes into the school for safety.
just fire safety. Oh, boy. Yeah, career day. Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's the only people that come into the school to explain.
right. Gretchen refuses to go back to work at the school, even though the money was decent. The disrespect towards faculty and violence towards each other was gross.
Yes.
I see you guys agree with that completely. That's very sad. Marky Mark says, we will never be old and decrepit. We take way too good care of ourselves. Yes, well, that's true. That is the only way to not be old and decrepit, because you do have to take responsibility for yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. Okay, so Heidi's again asking how much does the ball art cost? Yeah, well, it's called diamond dots, but you could call it ball art, but not around Marky Mark, because he's gonna take offense. So- But we're looking at anything from what would a little one be like $15 to you could be spending a couple $100 on this stuff.
50.
And then you could get all of the accoutrement. We've got a bunch of little trays and little pens and light boards and rollers and all sorts of things to make it an easier thing. Yes, we're in a restaurant, Mark. What's this restaurant called? Hosses. Hosses. Gretchen says no home economics, no shops. Some schools don't even have music class. Excuse me, what? No music class?
We still have music, gym, art. And what's the other one? Gym, music, art, technology.
Technology. What, but no home ec. Nobody knows how to cook anymore. Home ec was my favorite class. You kidding me? I loved home ec.
Good mood.
Oh, and what about teaching kids how to sew and teaching kids how to like,
There are no life skills anymore.
no life skills?
Skills being taught.
Wow. And then we wonder why the kids are so helpless.
Right.
I'm finding a lot of children these days, teenagers, they don't even want to drive. They don't date. They don't take they don't have goals. It's very sad. You don't have driver's ed?
No, we don't do it anymore.
No. That is crazy.
If they want charters in it, they have to go out and do it privately.
And pay for it.
Yes.
Because it used to be the school paid for the driver's ed and you could do, my parents paid for me to have an extra driver's ed because it's actually good for insurance if you do that. And I had that for my kids too, but they do need to learn the basics and I think is, well, what about sex ed? Do they have that?
They get the talk and
Oh, the talk in 5th grade. Is it really about the things though that are real or are they being told some things that maybe they shouldn't ever know about?
well, nowadays they know more than what we do.
Yeah, they do. And then some of the books in the library are not appropriate for children or adults.
Even kindergartners know stuff about sex that they shouldn't know.
That's terrible. Yeah, these guys were actually talking about one student that, and of course, we're not saying any names, but I do want to point this out that, they're like, well, this little boy is, having incontinence problems, let's just call it that. And there is no kindergartner who should be having incontinence problems. And I think that's probably a child abuse situation. How often do you guys run into child abuse? As far as you think one of your students might be abused, is that like a normal thing? Is it rare?
Yeah.
It's rare. Oh, that's good. But it does happen.
Yeah.
And you do have to be aware.
3 incidences since I've been there, and I've been there 20.
Three. Three that were taken seriously, let's put it that way. Gretchen and Marky Mark ball art. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, that's right, Gretchen. The kids should learn how to cook, sew, keep a bank account, change a diaper. Remember when they used to teach us about babies and make us take home dolls and keep an egg alive and stuff like that? Do they do that anymore? No, but then they all have babies, right?
Yeah.
Watching Donna do this is mesmerizing, actually. I find myself like wanting to keep the show going just so I can watch Donna do this. Gretchen says, "You do the art, I'll build the frames." That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, does sound like a good thing. Get down here. Come on over to Blairsville, Gretchen. You'll be welcomed with open arms. Indiana. Jeanette's like, please hurry now. Yeah, Marky Mark says this takes patience. Yeah.
Yes, it does take patience.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, Gretchen had a flower baby. Remember the flower babies? A sack of flour. Don't let it break. But yeah, it takes a lot of patience, but I'll tell you what, Mark, women have so much patience, you probably don't even know. And then these guys have to have, and so it is interesting that we watch the paraprofessionals working on the diamond dots because they need the patience of Job just to get along in their job. So this is how they blast off. You know, that sometimes you don't always need something like a physical. I think something mental is also just as rewarding.
Yeah, we need a way to forget about our life.
And forget about maybe this. Oh, wait. I gotta put that on. Hold on.
Pretty. I like this one.
Yeah, that is just stunning. Whoops, sorry guys, I'm a little far away from it. Oh, that looks so pretty. She just started it and it already is looking so gorgeous. Everybody's work is really looking nice. So, Darla, are you glad that you finished the birds first so that you can focus on the rest of it? Or are you like, oh man, this is tedious?
It's a little tedious, but I am glad I did the birds first because it reminded me of my parents and I just had to get the birds done. But I'm okay with doing the black for the rest of it, but that's all right. Some I am.
And you can keep looking at the birds. You're looking at them the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And they're making you happy, right?
Just keep thinking of dad.
Yeah, mom and dad. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's a memorial for your parents. I think that's really beautiful. Yes, Mark, of course you can order food. We already ate. I ate like a pig, by the way. I'm expecting. What happened to your wax? Oh no. Oh my. Yeah, this look at the seashells over here, Mark. Darla brought me that one. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. What's what black? It's not black fabric, actually, Heidi. It's black diamond dots. It looks like fabric, doesn't it? So, all right. Everyone's asking about baby news. There's no baby. Not yet. I mean, not yet. There is going to be a baby, but the baby isn't here yet. Hi, Jasmine. So no baby yet. We're on baby watch now, and we have until Friday. And if the baby doesn't come by Friday, baby's gonna be yanked out there on Friday. So in a good way. Um so all right, you guys. I hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, wait, I gotta turn it around. Jasmine never saw Darla in real life. Or maybe she did. Darla.
Jasmine, nice to see you.
Look, Jasmine, you're getting a shout out. Just be yourself. We all love Jasmine on the beach report, our English teenage. She's the president of our teenage beach report fan club. So we love her very much.
Hi to you. I got you.
And wait a minute, let me turn the camera around so y'all can see Dara. Okay, say hi to Gretchen. Let's see. Say hi to hi, there's Heidi's on too. Oh, and CK New Jersey's on.
Hi, everybody that just came on.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's how we do it. All right, they're saying hi back. All right, you guys. Well, we've been diamond dotting all afternoon, and I'm gonna try it myself now, but I'm gonna say ciao for now. I'm gonna just join the ladies and give them a break from the camera. But thank you so much for joining us for this little diamond dot party. And thank you to all the ladies. You've been really good sports and your diamond dots look beautiful. And I love what you're doing and keep it up. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all can say goodbye to everybody. Okay. Bye, bye. Bye. All right, you guys. Ciao for now. We'll see you on the next beach report. Have a wonderful rest of